I'm quite excited for what's coming very shortly. In 2025, we will have 2 more. What's the difference between a trombone player and a V8 engine? You can tune a V8 engine.
My highlight is always testing these euphoniums before they go out for play. It's nice to be able to get them out of the box, make sure everything's good on them, and give them a blow through before we send them out. I've been given a Kaiser baritone to try in the band. It's not my Oompa band, I play in an Oompa band, which was a new experience for me, so we'll be trying that out and seeing how that goes. The other thing is I've been spending a bit of time with Peter and learning a bit about instrument repairs and how to do it, so that's been a really nice thing for me to learn. And just general maintenance, you know, you can learn a lot from somebody like Pete. He's good at his job, and it's nice to be able to just pick a little bit of that up myself.
What do you call an arrogant euphonium player?
Conrad.
A brass hole. A brass hole. Like a hole, but brass. Next.
I know. I'm trying to read it. How do you communicate with a section of baritones? Euphonium.
There's been a lot of highlights this year. It's been a big year. One of the top highlights would be going to China with Joey and Jonathan to check out tubas and brass instruments.
I think we could probably mention more of a teaser in this video.
Right. And of course the top highlight, I've been given the opportunity by Jonathan to develop a woodwind line. We're starting off with saxophones. We already do a line of student saxophones, but 2025 will be bringing a lot more reeded instruments. But don't worry, we'll be splitting off to Wessex woodwinds, so you brass players don't have to put up with us talking about saxophones. So keep your eyes peeled. In 2025 we'll be dropping something like it's hot.
You will not find the word fear in a tuba player's vocabulary, or piano, mezzo piano, or pianissimo.
What about forte?
Fortissimo.
Forte fortissimo.
For FFFF.
2 tuba players walk past a bar. Hey, it could happen.
What could happen?
They could walk past a bar.
Without
You
going
could, but
Yeah, I can.
Could you walk past a duck restaurant?
Me and Jonathan.
No.
You and me, we can do it.
So Steve, what has been your highlight this year?
Working with me.
no, it went downhill when he came. I think the thing that sticks in my mind was our trip to Spain, to the Tuba conference. I think that was very memorable. It was a very, very good trip, most enjoyable. Oh, don't get me started on the gas company and reading meters. As I said, we resolved that. They're coming to fit a smart meter. I won't have that problem anymore. Mind you, it probably won't work, but they did book it in to be fitted before Christmas, but it's not going to happen now to the new year, so I suppose it can be my highlight of next year. Anyway, I think this is Peter's highlight because I think his dent balls have just arrived. Oh. I think we ought to have the trolley because they're quite heavy.
This is exciting because Up until now, I've been removing dents the long way and the most difficult way and the most time-consuming way. So this dent removal system is going to allow me to access dents without having to take the instrument apart. It's going to save a lot of time and it's also going to produce better results. So we've only really been set up for very minor repairs because that's all that's required really. I just fix damage which occurs in shipping. And the damage normally isn't too bad, but I like to try and get them up to scratch as best as possible, even though we sell them as B stock, because our name's still on the instrument, right? So. What's the difference between an onion and a trombone?
Nothing.
Nobody cries when you cut up a trombone.
Excuse me. A young child says to their mother, "Mum, when I grow up, I'd like to be a saxophone player." She replies, "Well, honey, you know you can't do both."
It's not fun.
That's why we're not laughing.
I don't get that one.
No, you never do. You can't grow up and be a saxophone player.
Well, they stay forever young.
He said something positive about saxophones and you were filming it with 3 cameras. That's the highlight of my year.
I don't usually make it into the videos for Wessex because I'm usually the one holding the camera, but my favorite moment from 2024 was definitely going to China for the first time and getting to walk the Great Wall with Jonathan and Peter. It was a monumental moment for me because it's something I've always wanted to do since I was a very small child, so that was really exciting. And getting the opportunity to document it while we were there was incredible as well.
What do you call a cow that plays the saxophone? A blues musician.
Right, can we have a translation of that now, please?
What do you call a cow
Cow.
that plays saxophone?
Cow.
What do you call a cow that plays the saxophone? A blues musician. So,
I might be getting my revenge now. How do you know there's a saxophonist at the door? They can't find the key and they don't know where to come in.
That tickled him, that one.
Well, it's been a really quite exciting year. We've had a couple of really exciting new tubas. The new Vienna F tuba, and most exciting for me has probably been the new E-flat Elgar tuba. It's been a great year for improving our quality, getting the valve caps perfect to screw on, to make them easy to screw on. Now they work beautifully. Another great improvement, we are now using European brass to make our top professional instruments. All handmade from sheet brass from Europe, which is a little bit harder metal and gives them an even better sound. A personal thing I'm really pleased with, Angle in Spain writing Wessex Overture and displaying that early in the year. That was such a great thing to have our own theme tune, our own music, which I expect will be at the end of this video. Also, it was really wonderful this year for Jorge to actually join the Wessex team as our new European sales manager. Absolutely incredible. Wessex is really moving back into the European market. I had many visits abroad to China, where, as it's well known, I enjoy the duck.
Oh yeah, like soy sauce off a cooked duck's back.
I can happily photograph ducks and eat them. But also my personal wildlife trips around the world. I have been to Alaska to see the bears, to Africa, see the elephants, lions, leopards, cheetahs, etc. It's been a great year for wildlife trips. I'm quite excited for what's coming very shortly. In 2025, we will have 2 more new tornister tubas and a new version of the Elgar and the new British brass band compensated B-flat tuba, and I'm sure some other models as well.
How do you get a tuba player to play double F? Right, PP Expressivio on their part.
Very easy.
That goes for trombones as well.
Excuse me. My friend recently played in Key West. It was the first time he knew what key they were in. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm really glad Christmas only comes but once a year.
Hello everyone, we are coming to the end of 2024 and we are very excited to tell you about the news that is happening in the coming month. The Wessex Tuba Quartet has already launched. We have our debut performance in November and during the next year it will be performed different concerts in Europe. Wessex Europe will be launching in 2025. This will make orders easier for all Europeans who want to place their order on our website, avoiding customs and other costs. In addition, we will expand to different European countries so you can try our instruments. We will also have a permanent exhibition in Spain, aimed at all those who want to get to know our instruments up close. Finally, we will present new instruments models and some of our best-selling models that have received new features. Because, as you already know, Wessex Instrument is always working to improve the quality of our instruments. Do you want to know our news? Follow us on social media.
What do you call a saxophone that is lost? A saxalone. Saxalone.
Where did you find these?
These are ChatGPT.
No, I didn't use ChatGPT. I found them in Tuba and musicians forums.